So today, after Amber finished her time on the stand, a witness from Amber's team was brought in to testify, and so far he's been saying stuff about Johnny that could actually save Johnny.
You never saw Mr. Depp assault or beat Ms. Heard on any occasion, correct?
That's correct. I just would like to clarify, Mr. Preciado, that's a question you already asked me, so you're asking me the same question again about whether or not I witnessed Mr. Depp assault Ms. Heard?
That's right.
No, I have not witnessed that.
He was asked twice, with the question being slightly rephrased whether or not he'd ever witnessed Johnny laying his hand or assaulting Amber, and he said no. Tillet Wright was a friend of both Amber and Johnny back in 2013, and he even lived rent-free in Johnny's apartments for about 9 months. For him stating that he'd never physically seen Johnny abuse Amber helps Johnny a lot. Whatever he says won't have that much credibility since he never witnessed what Amber accused Johnny of doing, even after being friends with both of them for about 2 years.
Johnny, when sober, understood how much influence he had over people, and he was very kind to them about it and generous with talking to them about whatever came up. And he was also, when sober, very
In his statement, Wright stated that for the 2 years he knew Johnny, he was kind, generous, and loyal. He was then asked to elaborate Johnny's behavior, and he said, which are the exact same words Amber used to describe her ex-husband. This shows that there has been some kind of script that the Amber's team is using, but regardless of whether or not there is a script, Wright still confessed that Johnny is a good man.
When sober, was incredibly lucid and imaginative, and I felt a kindred connection with him and a shared perspective on the world that I've shared with very few people in my life.
Now he kept referring to Johnny when Johnny was sober to put in WW emphasis on the fact that when Johnny was drunk he became a whole different person altogether. And to be honest, this might be something that can be used against Johnny in a very negative way. He also explained how generous Johnny would be, where Johnny would let people live in his houses rent-free, Wright included, and was happy having those people around. This is something that is a favor to Johnny because a lot of witnesses have claimed to have had accommodation at Johnny's house rent-free. This includes Amber's friends and Johnny's friends altogether. He then went on to an explanation of seeing both Johnny and Amber consuming drugs. He confirmed that he had witnessed Amber using drugs and alcohol, particularly ecstasy. Then he claimed to have seen Depp ingest a number of drugs like cocaine, marijuana, ecstasy, and MDMA in combination with alcohol. He claimed that whenever Johnny was high, he would become mean and paranoid. This isn't a good look for Johnny because Amber has accused him multiple times of becoming violent when drunk and high. Wright then claimed that throughout his stay with Johnny, he never used drugs and alcohol except a certain time where Johnny offered him pain pills because he was going through a rather emotional breakup.
For the entire period that I knew Johnny and thereafter, I did not drink alcohol. There was I think 1 week period during the peak of my breakup, during which Johnny offered me some pain pills to get through the intensity of that situation.
He has explained to the court that he met Johnny through Amber and they immediately hit it off, with Depp becoming a close friend of his, which means that after Johnny and Amber's divorce he had no choice but stop being friends with Johnny because he was first friends with Amber and met Johnny through her. In some way, this testimony is a significant help to Johnny since it supports the fact that Johnny is a kind and friendly person, just like witnesses have been claiming during the ongoing trial. He said that at a certain dinner he and Johnny sat across from each other and they just connected, and they even both realized that they loved each other and exchanged numbers. More stuff to prove Johnny is a good guy and a welcoming person. He even said that they chatted a little and he offered Johnny advice and someone to talk to while keeping their space and privacy, and that Johnny really respected that. Johnny even offered him support when he had gone through a breakup and when he was having anxiety issues. At this point, it's not really clear whether he came to witness for Amber or for Johnny because apart from the alcohol and substance abuse he had seen Johnny use, everything else was a positive for Johnny. He claims that he got so close to Johnny and his family to the point he became part of the family.
Niece-nephew relationship with his kids, and they called me Uncle Io, and
Mr. Tillet Wright, did you ever call Mr. Depp brother, or your brother, refer to him as your brother?
Yes, I did.
He also explains instances where Johnny was drunk and he became mean. He explains an instant where he found Johnny by the pool drinking whiskey and Amber was in the house crying. While talking to Johnny, he said stuff that was really mean. He also said that Johnny told him of his problem with substance abuse. Stuff like this is what will maybe destroy Johnny, but apart from that, everything this man has been saying has put Johnny in a good light. And even in other words, saved Johnny from the negativity Wright had initially started with. Having a lot of positive stuff being said about him is a big advantage for Johnny and something that should start scaring Amber. Because it's actually her witness that has been saying all this good stuff about Johnny. That's it for this video and thanks for watching.